Hi, I'm Jeff Huggart, and this is Coffee with Jeff, episode 3, and today's topic is colorblindness. And as many of you know, and some of you may not, but I'm colorblind, and I still do my artwork whether I'm colorblind or not. I probably found out that I was colorblind when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I think my dad had me do some kind of test, one of those where there's a bunch of little circles kind of test, and he said, "You're colorblind." And then we found out my brother's colorblind. So I'm colorblind, and I have been all my life, and so I see colors, I just don't see them the way a non-colorblind person sees them. And I have problems with reds, browns, greens, and sometimes purples, because there's some red in the blue and the purple over there, So, as far as getting any artwork done, being colorblind, it really hasn't been that big of a problem. I used to be a photographer many years ago. I worked for the U.S. government as a photographer, and it didn't really matter for that, because that was mostly lighting, composition, etc. And then later on, when I started painting 23 years ago, I've been painting a lot of abstracts. If you know anything about my artwork, and if you don't, go to jeffhuggart.com and you can see the kinds of stuff that I do, and a lot of it's abstract. And I also should say, if you get a chance, hit the subscribe button. And I think it's below here somewhere, and hit subscribe if you want. I can get more subscribers, and then also a notification button, so it'll notify you that there's a new video out. So anyway, back to the color blindness in painting and abstracts. Abstracts, it doesn't really matter. It's just like whatever color you want. You can have a green face or orange face, because I do a lot of figures or animals or whatever, and it's all over the place as far as colors go, and even composition and whatever. It's not, the nose might be at the top of the head and the mouth over here on the side. It doesn't matter. But it does matter in other cases. I mean, pilots, they can't be colorblind. I can't remember exactly why not, but they're not supposed to be colorblind. I think there's some panels or something, some colors that they either see or don't see, and it's very important while they're flying. For me, it's like some health things, especially in the last fall, I was in the hospital for 16 days, and it was for internal bleeding, because I have some gut issues, and it's a problem when the reds and the browns kind of look the same, and so you look in the toilet and all your poop and the blood looks the same, it's a kind of a problem. Sorry to share that part, but that is critical. And so in my case, it would just be, "Honey, come in here, can you look at this?" And she's like, "Oh, God." But, one other way I found out is I just used my iPhone, took a picture of it, then showed her, so she had to see, because it's really important. Like, are you bleeding or not? Of course, at that time I was, because that's why I went to the hospital. But so in those cases, yeah, it's more critical. And a recent case is I was doing, I'd say my wife Ginny and I were doing some commission works of there are 2 cats, and they wanted realism, and that's okay, that's fine. But I run into problems with colors especially. And I did on one of the cats on this one. She did all this work with the fur in the front, and it's all these different browns and everything. And I come in another day and I take the green and I start painting green all over the place where she had done brown. And she was not happy about that. And it's like, "Why'd you do this green?" It's like, "I don't see that as green. I see that as part of a brown color." It's like, "No, it's not." So in that case, it's a problem. And I would say if you're painting and you know you're colorblind and you do want to do something realistic, you want to get the colors right, just ask somebody to help you with that part. It's either a family member or a partner, you know, whatever, teacher, student, somebody to help you with that part and mix the right colors for that, and then, you know, that'll help. And what I'll try to do, I don't know how to do this on the video, but what I'll try to do is include a photo of one or both of the cats. So it'll be kind of like inserted while I'm talking. I think that's how it works. I will have to check when I look at the video. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, is the colorblind aspect of doing art or my art. And sometimes it's not a problem, other times it's harder than you think. And I encourage people, though, once again, if you feel creative and want to do some artwork, do it. It doesn't matter what kind. And I do appreciate you watching my videos, and once again, subscribe, and I'll try to do an episode 4 next time, same time. I've been doing them right in the middle of the week. So thanks for coming, and I appreciate all your support. It really matters a lot to me. Thank you.